Hi everyone, welcome to this course where you're going to be learning how to develop basic apps in 7 days. If you want to learn iOS app and you don't know where to start, then this course is for you. My name is Diodus and I'm going to be your instructor throughout this course. I've been developing iOS app since 2012. I am a self-taught iOS developer, so I have been exactly where you are right now if this is the first time you're learning how to develop apps. I love what I do and I love the freedom that I get from being a software developer. I am extremely passionate about iOS development and I hope that the passion comes across to you in the course. I have 2 university degrees in the area of computer science and software engineering, but I did not learn any part of iOS development while I was at the university. There is a myth that you need to have a university degree in order to be a software developer. This is totally not true. I have published more than 10 apps of my own and I've worked on at least 50 different apps for many clients. From basics to complex apps, I have worked on different kinds of apps. I have been working as a freelancer for the last 5 years. I am very passionate about technology. In my spare time, I like to catch up with the latest tech news. I have some side projects that I work on. Most of them are also app development. So it means in general, I write codes even when I am relaxing. I have published many different courses on iOS development. Not only do I enjoy writing codes, I also enjoy teaching it. It is my ultimate goal that you understand every lessons in this course. If you are having any difficulties with any of the lessons, please don't hesitate to contact me for help. I am always here to help to make things clear. Please watch the course overview video to learn more about all the topics that will be covered in this course. The goal of this course is to take you from a complete beginner to building a complete app in 7 days. We're going to learn Swift, which is the programming language for developing on the iOS platform. We are also going to learn Xcode, which is the tool that we're going to be using for designing and for developing our iPhone apps. And then we're going to learn how to create and publish a basic app. And finally, we're going to learn a lot of useful tips on iOS development along the way. Let's look at what we're going to learn on a day-to-day basis. On the first day of the course, we're going to set up our development environment by installing Xcode and creating our first project. Then we're going to learn how to add objects such as buttons, labels, image view, and so on. We're going to learn how to add these objects to our app screen. And then we're going to learn how to use the Xcode preview tool to preview our app user interface. Finally, we're going to learn about the navigation controller, which is a very useful controller. At the end of the first day, this is what the app is going to look like. On the second day, we're going to be exploring the playground, which is the tool that we're going to be using to write our Swift programming language. And then we're going to learn more about Swift. We're going to learn the data types, constants, and variables. We're going to learn how to use the auto layout to set up correct user interface. And then we're going to learn how to connect our controls to code using the IB outlet and the IB action. And finally, we're going to learn how to set initial view controller and how to navigate to other screens using Segway. At the end of the second day, this is what the app is going to look like. Then on day 3, we're going to learn more Swift by looking at the arithmetic, remainder, and the not operators. Then we're going to learn about the comparison operator and learn about if-else statement, which is very useful. Then we're going to be introducing optional, and then we're going to learn how to obtain user input. And then finally, we're going to learn 2 different methods of dismissing the keyboard on iOS. On day 4, we're going to be learning about the important array and dictionary. Don't worry, I'm going to explain everything in details. We're going to be looking at how to work with loops. And then we're going to introduce the very important concept of object-oriented programming. Then we're going to look at the date picker object, which is going to be used to pick date in our app. And then finally, we're going to learn how to save our own objects in an array. At the end of the 4th day, this is what the app is going to look like. You can see the date picker there. And then on day 5, we're going to learn a little bit more Swift by looking at the Swift function and method. We're going to learn how to dismiss a view controller. Dismissing simply means that you want to close a screen. And then we're going to learn how to work with a tab back controller. We're going to introduce the table view controller, which allows us to display our items in a list view. And finally, we're going to display all the objects that we created in our own app. We're going to display it in a table view. At the end of day 5, this is what the app is going to look like. And then on day 6, we're going to learn how to show alerts with the UI alert controller. We're going to learn how to persist data to disk using the user default. We're going to learn how to design the navigation bar controllers. We're going to add some colors, just to make it pretty. And finally, we're going to learn how to design the tab bar with images and colors. At the end of day 6, the app will look like this. On day 7, we're going to be customizing our app launch screen. We're going to learn how to create and how to add different icon sizes to our app. We're going to create a new app on iTunes Connect so that we are ready to submit the app for review. And finally, we're going to learn how to upload the app from Xcode to iTunes Connect, add some of the information that are required, and then make the app ready to be submitted for review. On the 7th day, the app is going to look like this. Once again, thank you for being part of this course. I am very excited to get started, and I will see you in the first section.